We begin our meditation today on day 39 of our 40-day observance 2024. Center in the mental space. Where you can observe every dimension of your existence. The thought space, the emotional space, the space of vitality, prana, and the physical space. Open. It's centering. It's not focusing. And that's better. It's centering. No limit to the mind. This space is limitless. That space that you are witnessing, it's limitless. And this consciousness space that you experience contains all the other levels, all the pranic levels, all the koshas, or layers of existence. Yes, keep that awareness. And you are the witness. You are not the change. You are the changeless. You're not the thought that changes. You're not the emotion that changes. You're not the form of the body that changes. You are that which is containing change, holding change. But you are not the changing phenomenon. You are the changeless consciousness that is observing. And that's where we need to center, in the changeless consciousness that is observing. That's limitless consciousness. Now begin to observe the centers within you of consciousness. You have centers through which you become conscious of the different dimensions. The level of the mind is the thought space, the imaging space, the envisioning space, the idea space. That's the mind. Don't get caught in any idea, label, or judgment. Stay in the limitless awareness. And then there's the throat level. It's a level of information, memory, akash. So when you center in the throat, there is space. Information space. Space of silence. Intuitive space. When you come down to the heart, that's emotional space, nurturing space, nourishing space. The center of Paraojas. It's a consciousness center and an energy center. That's why it's called a chakra. Chakra is where all the nadis meet. All the energy channels meet. These energy channels distribute the energy throughout the body. This is a space through which you can channel love. Love is healing. And then the navel is the fire space. The fire of digestion. metabolic fires center. And it is the center of core vitality in the body. It has a huge nervous system, and it's sometimes called the second brain. It produces neurotransmitters just like the main brain, the cranial brain. And then you have the sacral center with that powerful reproductive energy. That's a nourishing center. That center can produce another human being. And then you have the root center that holds the soul powerfully in the physical body, grounding. These are consciousness centers. These are chakras. Chakras where energy can be channeled to the body, distributed. So keep that up. Stay centered. Not narrowly focused, but expansively centered as you observe all these levels of being. And observe how the breath is connected to every level of being through Ida Pingala Shushumna. Shushumna is the channel within the spinal column, at the center of the spinal column. Ida Pingala are channels that run from the root right up the third eye, right up to the third eye. Connected to left nostril and right nostril. And just breathe in with awareness of the spinal column. And regulate the breath. Stay centered at the root and stay centered at the brow. These are two polar points. And the spine becomes like a magnet that you can magnetize the column. And breath is like the stroking element that can build a magnetic power. And now observe how you can become active with this inner movement of breath and still observe expansively. So there is a center of stillness within you, and there is the power to be active. So you need to observe in that stillness of being the beauty of the activity of pranayama along the spinal column. This is Kriya Pranayama. It nourishes the column, purifies the column. And use the Ujjayi breath. And you will begin to feel different centers calling your attention. It may be the heart, if you have emotional issues. It may be the gut, if you have self-esteem issues or fear or insecurity. It may be the sacral that calls you. It may be the root that calls you. Or the throat. Or the brow. Look for the center that you feel attracted to and begin to nourish it with the breath and the focus of the mind and the nourishment of the heart. Nourishment of love, kindness, forgiveness. And in meditation, Begin to feel this sacred space, expansive space of consciousness. It's sacred space. Pure consciousness is sacred space. And in that space, Kundalini Shakti pervades. So you are in her space. You are in her sacred space. It's important to be able to look through her eyes, the third eye. That's the eye of singularity when it's centered in the bindu. And yet, focus on the manas. That is the Shambhavi Mudra. Centered in the bindu and focus on the manas. Now explore this inner space in the awareness that is sacred space of Kundalini Shakti. And co-create with her in this space. Align yourself to her presence. She will call you to different centers. She will urge you to open up your space to her. Stay with her. She's the guru of the inner space. Don't leave the heart. Don't leave the heart. Stay in the heart. Use the mantra, some of you, if the mind drifts. Just use the mantra. It's sacred space. The mantra will bring you back to her. Use prayer. Don't waste a moment of this sacred time. Be in gratitude. It's beautiful. Use your time as well to boost the vital body. That interface between the nadis and your nervous system. You can revitalize that with prana. Holding prana in the different chakras as you boost the nervous system. By breathing into those centers. And holding the breath there. Beautiful. Now open your consciousness to the physical space. Open up to the experience of the elements of nature, the earth. You have an earth body. Feel that connection to the earth beneath you. You have the water elements. Water element, it's in your taste. And it's in the atmosphere. You have the fire element. It's in the warmth. It's in the light. You have the air element. It's related to touch, skin. Relationship with lungs. You have the space element, allows movement and sound and hearing. Slowly bring more oxygen into the body, that you can revitalize the physical senses and activate the brain. Very controlled. Firm body but gentle moving breath. Firm body but gentle moving breath. And give your hands liberty, then you will realize the power of mudras. An energy movement. It's all meditative. It's beautiful when you can open yourself to it. Energy and movement and mind and breath. And now we'll do the Om sound, allowing that sound to vibrate through every level of our being. And remember the Shambhavi Mudra centered in the Bindu, that unity consciousness, that oneness, that center from where light and sound emerges or emerge, and observing the physical world through the manas, and relating to the physical world through the manas, but centered in Bindu, Shambhavi Mudra. So from this space we'll do the Om, Omkara Bindu Sanyuktam. We'll do the Om. Let's breathe out. Ah. how magnificent it is. Body is oxygenated, full of prana, vitality. Nerves are stronger. And mind is centered and focused. Now here's where we'll do our affirmative prayer for this day. I center my consciousness in the source of my being, the God within me. That source of infinite peace, love, goodness, wisdom, and vitality. I stay centered there, that my every thought in this day, my every word, my every action be full of light, goodness, that I may be a blessing to my world today. I give thanks for all the blessings I have received from my gracious universe. And I pray to stay aligned to divine will in this human experience. Om Shanti, peace. Shanti, peace. Shanti, peace.